Good morning, friends and family who keep encouraging me to do these videos. Here's another one. We are winding down 2019. Last night I went to my last Christmas party. Today I'm going to my last Christmas luncheon, and then I will be winding down, not working, spending time with the family throughout the rest of the year. And this is one of my favorite times, not just because of the downtime and being able to spend with my family, but it's the time for me to reflect on what the past year has done, what worked, what didn't work, who do I want to be in the next year, get to recreate myself and think about what I want to see in the upcoming year. And I know many of you guys do the same things. It's the New Year's time to make our New Year's resolutions, right? So there's a few things I've done over the years that has really helped me kind of clarify what has worked, what hasn't, and I wanted to share those with you. So I've got some things here. So first one is taking ownership of our life, right? So what does that mean? This is your life. You know, getting into the mindset that you own this life. This is yours to live. You get to decide what you want to pay attention to. You get to decide how you want to react. You get to decide who you want to be in the next year. So instead of just kind of being pushed and swayed and influenced and all of that, really start to take ownership of your life. That's what's worked for me is, you know, looking at situations and saying, is this who I want to be? Is this how I want to react? Is this, you know, where I want to be? Because it's my life and I get to decide. That's the first step in making some great New Year's resolutions, is knowing that it is your life. You get to decide. The second one is complete honesty. Obviously, complete honesty to other people, that's a great thing to do, and you should do that. But what's hardest is for people to be honest with themselves. What I mean by that is they make excuses. There's a lot of can't. My dad used to say can't is a 4-letter word, right? I can't do this, I can't do that. There's a lot of excuses of why they can't do it. And that is not being honest with yourself. Maybe you don't want to put the effort into it. Maybe it's not what you really want to do. Maybe you're scared. Maybe you don't have the self-esteem to try it. That would be honest. And when you're honest with yourself around that, then you can do something about those things. You could say, I need to go to a counselor and work on my self-esteem. I need to figure out what I want to do because this isn't what I want to do. You could deal with honest answers. But I can't is usually not an honest thing to say. I can is also another one that's dangerous. I can do it by myself. I can do it without preparation. I can do it even though I don't have the money in the bank. That can be detrimental too. So can't and can, be very honest and go deeper with yourself of what you can and can't do. Similar to the ownership, be selfish. We live in a world where we're told to think of others first. And, you know, as a parent, and mom who raised my kids, it's very much about, you know, be home for your kids and be there for your parents and all those other things. And yes, be there for others. Yes, give to others, but be sure that you're taking care of your needs first. I often tell people an analogy about a tree. Does a tree give or take? Give you a second to think about it. Does a tree give or take? Many of you are either going to say it gives or you're going to say both. It gives and take. A tree is going to exist whether we exist or not, right? A tree is going to take from the sun. It's going to take from the nutrients of the soil. It's going to take the carbon dioxide from the air, and it's going to grow big and strong. And as it's taking and growing big and strong, we benefit from the oxygen, the shade, the fruit, and so on. So because a tree is a taker, we benefit from it, the fruits of its labor. We kind of have to start thinking of ourselves as a tree. The stronger we get, the better we get, the more our needs are fulfilled, the more we can help others. So be selfish. The next one is take inventory. So one of the things I do at the end of the year is I take inventory. Okay, how's my health? How's my relationship with my family? Do I have enough friends? You know, when we get to our age, friendships are hard to form. So, you know, you do have to sit there and say, do I have enough friends? Am I going out socializing enough? Is my bank account where it needs to be? Am I happy with my job? Take inventory of what's working and what's not. And then along with that, you have to decide, what does working look like for you? Not for what society says working looks like, but what does working look like for you? Really define, what does working look like? And is your life matching that? And if not, then you have to decide, what is it you need? So currently I need to pick up this paper. What is it you need? So once you say, okay, this is what working looks like, what do you need to get there? I tell people, I want to win the lotto. I would love to win the lotto. What do I need to win the lotto? I need to play lottery. I don't play it. I really don't care about winning it, but that's kind of, you know, the example. Knowing what you want is not good enough. After you know what you want, then you've got to figure out what you need to get it. And then finally, develop a plan and work the plan. And what worked for me last year was a thing I read about if-then statements and setting your goals. So one of my goals last year was to get in better shape, to be able to run. And I mentioned that in a previous video. I was not able to run. I could barely even walk very slowly. And now I can run. I one point this year, I did a 14-minute mile, which for you runners, I know that's slow, but for me, that was a huge accomplishment. And the way I got to that point was an if-then statement. If it's Saturday, then I'm at the gym. So I started the year with that. If it's Saturday, then I'm at the gym. And then I ended up adding another day to the week. And now I'm working out 3 days a week. But just having that if-then statement really helped me develop the plan and then work the plan and stay on it. So that's how I developed my 2020 goals and how I developed my 2019 goals. And I think I started doing this actually a few years ago, is that process toward the end of the year. I hope that process helps you develop some great 2020 goals. If you have some goals to share, please let me know in the comments. If there's anything I can help you with, let me know. I will be doing my last video of the year tomorrow, and then, as I said, taking the rest of the year off to decide who I want to be in 2020. Have a great day.